what are some of the steps that you go through if you are investing or if you are to invest in a unit trust. For this discussion, I'm going to use a Ugandan context, but of course my first assumption is the fact that you indeed know what a unit trust is and you have decided that a unit trust is the best vehicle you're going to use to invest your money. But just for a small recap, a unit trust is a collective investment scheme that pulls money from different investors, and now the fund manager will invest that money on behalf of the other investors. When they make the profit, what they do, they remove or they take off what they call a management fee, and the rest of the profit is shared amongst the unit trust holders according to how much you share in that unit trust. Hope that one clarifies that. So what are the exact processes you need to go through, or what are the steps you need to take in order to start investing in a unit trust? The first one, you need to decide which unit trust are you going to invest in. Now, there are a number of unit trusts in Uganda. I'll just highlight them. You have got Zeno, ICA, Sanlam, UAP, Britam, Stanbic through their subsidiary SBG Uganda Limited. But also, if you see Standard Chartered Bank, it offers the Shilling Fund, but that fund is more or less like a unit trust, although the one that manages it, or the fund manager, is Sanlam. So it is very important for you to decide amongst these ones, whom are you going to use as the fund manager, or which unit trust will you invest in? Because at the end of the day, it's until you decide that you can now start on your journey, because different unit trusts might have different requirements. So how do you decide on which one to invest with? The first one is you can't dodge it. Please engage yourself and invest in time to research on each and every one of these unit trusts. There are not many. There are just 6. If you put Standard Chartered Bank Shilling Fund, by extension, they're just 7. So do as much research as possible on each and every one of them. You can just start by online. Just search and see which one is which for you to familiarize yourself with. And secondly, if you have any questions, you can either call them, or you can actually visit them and have a physical conversation with them before making that investment decision. At the end of the day, it's going to be extremely important. But again, don't be worried if you make it right, or if you get it right or not. Because if, for example, you decided to go with unit trust A, but it did not come out the way you anticipated it to be, you can always withdraw your money and invest in unit trust B. For me personally, what I'm looking for is their customer experience. This is extremely important, because in Uganda, or even around the world, it's just people just don't understand or even do not care about what customer experience is. So if I make a call, or if I have an inquiry, how fast can they respond, and how they respond? Because it's very, very, very important. That is one. But 2, if I want my money, how fast can I access that money? The good news, all of them, they give you a guarantee that you can access your money in a period not exceeding 3 working days. Not just 3 days, but 3 working days. Although, from experience, you can always get that money even in 1 day. So it depends on how fast that unit trust is, but at least they give themselves that buffer of 3 working days. Then next will be, when it comes to the interest, how often they compute it? Because some compute interest per day, others compute interest per month. My only concern with those that compute interest per month, what if I wanted to exit in the middle of the month? It means you're not going to pay me the interest that I earned, because most of the time they put the interest on your account at the end of the month. While for those who compute interest on a daily basis, you can see that on a daily basis, your money is growing. So they have that bit of advantage. So those are things also you need to consider. How often do they compute the interest? And then finally, if it comes to paying you, do they pay inclusive of interest up to the date you're withdrawing, or there are some politics and science behind how much they will pay you and when they will pay you? Now, once you have decided that, okay, I'm going to go with unit trust B, then it's about time that you opened an account with them. Most of them, they'll open the account in 1 day, but in case they have some back and forth, then surely in 2 to 3 days, you have that account ready. But please, the moment the account is ready, I want you to take the decision and deposit on that account. Start investing. Don't wait to start with a lot, because remember, most of these companies, they start with as basic as 10,000, that is for Zeno, 20,000 if you look at Shilling Fund. The rest, you're looking at 50 or 100,000 Ugandan shillings. So once you have opened the account, don't get more excuses. And that's why I'm telling you the other side. If you're investigating which company or which unit trust you should invest in, don't again take too much time. Do as fast as possible and open the account, because as I've said, even if you made a mistake, you can always correct that mistake by withdrawing the money and you invest in another unit trust. But if you overthink, please avoid overthinking these investments because they are so straightforward. A unit trust is extremely safe that on average, you rarely make a loss on a unit trust. Just the difference would be maybe one unit trust is giving you a return that is less than another unit trust. So all you need to do is, if you're not happy with this one, you can always transfer your money into another unit trust. But bottom line, literally, try to rush the decisions. Don't overthink them. If it is about researching, you can give yourself 1 week. This week will be enough for me to research on different unit trusts, and I choose which one. Then give them a call, open up the account. Maybe in less than 1 week, you have the account opened and you have started on your investment journey. Now, once you start on your investment journey, it's always important to also know how will you be funding that specific account. Is it from a salary? Is it from your side hustles? Is it from your business? You need to be sure, because you want to put their money as consistent as possible. And that's where automation comes in. Some of them, they can allow you actually to set up a standing order with your bank, whereby automatically on a specific date, that bank deposits the money that you have chosen into your unit trust. The other alternative, amazingly, even you can automate from mobile money. You can decide that on such and such a date, or once a week, or twice a week, or once a month, the money will be coming off your mobile money into the other account. So maximize automation, because there you don't have to remember, am I supposed to do, when did I last deposit? You don't have to remember, because you have decided that on a specific date, I'll be putting money in my interest. Trust me, you will thank me later, but automate your investment. Please automate it, because we forget. Oh, sometimes the money comes in, then the money has already gone to another side. But once you automate it, you'll be guaranteed that at least every single month, or at least every time that you have decided you'll be depositing money in that account, you will indeed be depositing. Don't be so concerned with how much you're depositing. No, that's not the biggest thing. The biggest one is you starting and then building the momentum, because momentum is very important. Because remember, once you start, it will be quite hard. But once you build the momentum, you'll be surprised that if you are maybe depositing 100,000, 1 million, 500,000, you'll be like, no, I want to increase what I'm depositing, because now you're enjoying, you can see it. You're seeing the fruits, you're seeing where the money is going, and you're seeing the fruits. By the fruits, I mean, you're seeing the interest or the profits that the money is making for you without even you putting your energy in making the money. So please automate the process. Once you have automated the process, the other thing I need you to also be careful about is, how long will I keep investing? But that can only be determined by a goal. So don't just invest. Have an idea, have a goal, or have an ambition why you are investing this money. Because when you're depositing the money, you obviously know why you're depositing that money. So you are encouraged, you're motivated, because it is up to a specific cause. And that way, you cannot miss out, because every time you want to miss out, you remember, I have this goal, I have this vision. Maybe I'm looking for money, I'm saving or investing for money to build my house, or I'm investing for money to invest in, maybe to start another business. At the end of the day, you have a specific vision, you have a specific goal, and that goal will keep motivating you to make sure that you deposit as much money as possible, and also as consistently as possible. So once you have aligned that, you have started your deposits, you have made them automated, you know why exactly, or even how long you're going to invest. Now up next will be, in the event that time comes and you want your money, what happens? Now, if you look at other unit trusts, let me just give an example. Zeno is specifically an app. So through the app, it gives you an option whereby you can withdraw your money. Some people are always asking me, can I withdraw the interest and I use it 100%? Yes, because remember, the interest comes onto your unit trust account. It's there. You can see it. You can see the money increasing. So if I invested 1 million and maybe after some time the money is 1.1, it means I've earned an interest of 100,000 Ugandan shillings. So yes, I can withdraw the 100,000 Ugandan shillings to use it for other things. So 100% yes, you can always withdraw your interest. But if you're young, I wouldn't recommend you to start withdrawing the interest, because you want to build as much buffer, as much money as possible. If you're doing it like a retirement thing, that you have gotten some money maybe somewhere and you're putting it here, your expenses will be coming off the interest. That is 100% understandable. And this really is up to you, but you have no limitation from the unit trust. It's you to choose when you want to withdraw that money. So for Zeno, obviously straightforward. It's through the app that you can initiate that withdrawal. For other unit trusts, please just have a conversation with them. If you look at the Shilling Fund, same story. You can initiate the withdrawal from the app. Even others might need you maybe to write a letter or an email, whatever the case, but find out from your interest at the point of investigation, how do I withdraw the money if I want to withdraw the money? And I have told you, if you want it urgently, please always plan for at least 3 working days. Don't rush it through, because you might be disappointed. You have put in a request and the money did not come through. 3 working days. Don't withdraw money on a Friday evening, because you'll not get it until next week. 3 working days at least. But sometimes you get it within 1 working day. But always it's good to plan for 3 working days. So I think that gives you a step, just a summary of it. 1, you need to investigate and be sure which unit trust you want to go for. 2, please start investing, sign up and start investing. Then 3, you need to automate the investing process such that either it's by mobile money, it's automatic, it comes off, or if it is your bank account, then you can also sign up for standing order such that automatically the money will be coming off your account into your unit trust account. And then you need to have a goal. Don't just invest for a specific purpose. Make sure that you know why you are investing, because that will give you the motivation to always keep pushing and always keep investing more and more. And finally, once the time comes that you want to withdraw the money, please feel free. Most of them, they're automated, but feel free. But you can only ask at the point of you signing up, how do I withdraw the money? How often should I withdraw the money? But also, most importantly, how long does it take for the money to be into your bank account? Because at the end of the day, you want the money to be there the moment you need it, because that's why you are putting in these investments. So hope that helps. It's extremely simple process. And I think that most of the companies, interest companies in Uganda, they have made it so simple for us to invest our money. And I recommend every Ugandan, every person out there, please feel free and invest as much as possible in unit trusts, because the biggest advantage, the moment you feel like it's not working for you, you can always withdraw your money and go and do other things. And to those who are living in the diaspora, yes, it is very, very possible, because I always get this question. It's very possible to invest in a unit trust. All you need to do is also do the research on different unit trusts and then confirm which ones can offer you that service. Then contact them. 100% they will be capable to guide you and help you, because it's always interesting, especially if you have an idea that you'll be coming back home. If you're working and living in the diaspora, it's always good not to have your money on your bank account, but better off to be in a unit trust such that when you come back, you can invest it by yourself.